my final project proposal. The final project proposal is the making of a travel guidebook to Southern Garut entitled Majestic of Southern Garut. So the topic of my final project is development of an English travel guidebook, and I choose the Southern Garut because the Southern Garut has a strong potential natural tourism like beach, waterfall, or mountains. That, but it lacks of structured English travel information in the Southern Garut. So now we are moving on to a background. For the background is the Southern Garut needs a comprehensive English medium to provide structure and reliable information about its natural and coastal attractions. And the second is this travel English travel guidebook will serve as a professional and practical reference for both domestic and international tourists. And the third is the book will include a specialized 5 days 4 night itinerary, providing clear details and on accessibility, budget-friendly costs, and maps for independent travel. And the last is the product will function as a strategic promotional tool to increase destination visibility and support regional tourism growth in the Southern Garut. So we are moving on to the problem identification. I have two problem identification, such as tourist destination in Southern Garut are not as well known as the other popular tourist destination in West Java, like Bandung or Bogor. And last is there is no English written travel guidebook that specifically provides comprehensive information about tourist destination in Southern Garut. And as I said before, Southern Garut are only popular in the social media. And for the literature review, I have four previous study. For the first is perancangan buku panduan wisata Bahari Bandar Lampung from Phil Zahani Akmarina Siregar. That study is focused on coastal tourism promotion, but does not include itinerary planning or budget guidance. And the second is perancangan buku digital panduan perjalanan wisata pengendara sepeda motor di Madura by Atmaja and Rananing Tias. That travel guidebook is emphasize route and mobility but lacks destination experience and narrative description. So the third previous study is penyusunan buku panduan wisata sejarah air terjun Sudodo, Kabupaten Nganjuk from Arindia. This guidebook is only focused on one destination only. And next is the making of travel guidebook to Lamongan entitled Let's Discover Lamongan from Fania Azalia. And this project focus on general tourism and city attraction without emphasizing adventure and safety aspect. So I found the gap from the four previous study in here is I want to fill this gap like my product is will be include budget guidance like itinerary planning and also safety aspect. So next is aim for this project. The aims for this project is to provide readers with structure, practical and budget-friendly information about tourism in Southern Garut through a comprehensive 5 day, 4 night itinerary. And the second is to promote Southern Garut tourism to international visitor by providing an integrated English travel guidebook that covers accessibility, costs, and maps. So for the characteristic of product, I use the theory from Philpott, and the characteristics it will be consist of the first is audience and purpose. For the audience of my product is domestic and international travelers, and also backpackers or students seeking affordable travel. And for the purpose of my product is to provide reliable and engaging information about Southern Garut. And next is to assist in planning an efficient and budget-friendly 5 day 4 night trip. Next is content and theme. For the content in this product is will be include 5 main chapters 5 day 4 night journey flow, and destination and tips, accessibility and budget, also visual aids. And the theme of product is budget-friendly nature tourism and authentic coastal and highland exploration. So next is a tone and mood in this product is will be used informative, encouraging, and adventurous to make readers more feel the travel in this in my product. And next is stylistic devices. I will use descriptive style, narrative styles, and metaphors. And the structure of my product, the first impression of Garut that will be explained about gateway, transport, and city stay in Garut. And chapter 2 or day 2, this chapter will be explained about exploring the Southern Garut coastline, like beach scenery and coastal activities. In the chapter 3, will be explained about between highlands and waterfall. It will explain about the difference about between Darajat Pass in the highlands and the waterfall Sanghyang Taraje. And the chapter 4 or day 4 will explain about chasing the peak of Mount Chikurai. It is will be explain about how to we are hiking to Mount Chikurai and how to guide and safety to hiking to Chikurai. And the last chapter before leaving Southern Garut, it's will explain about souvenir recommendation or food recommendation or oleh-oleh recommendation from Southern Garut and trip reflection. And for the scope and limitation in this product is a budget-friendly travel guidebook for Southern Garut. And second is coastal highland and natural attraction 5 day 4 nights itinerary. And for the theoretical framework, will be include definition of travel guidebook, and the second is element of travel guidebook like informative content, visual features, structure and navigation, and engaging style. And the third is writing style. We'll use descriptive writing and informative writing. And for the design elements, will be include a color, layout, font, and pictures. So for the method of production in this product is first is type of product. The type of product is clear travel guidebook, and for second is data collection that include observation, library study, and interviews. The third is data selection. Then the fourth is data recording that include observation notes, library notes, and interview transcripts. And the last is travel guidebook production process. How will the process the manuscript, design, and printing? So for the ethical consideration, I will field observation and photos only in public areas, respect local rules, norms, and cultural practices, explain project purpose and request permission from locals before data collection. Participation is voluntary and informed. Respect privacy, personal identities not disclosed without consent, and present information objectively and accurately, avoid exaggeration or misleading content. So for the resources, I make two options. The first is primary data that include field observation at tourist destination like to Sayang Helang Beach or Puncak Guha Beach. And the second is interviews with local authorities and tourists. And the third is photos and notes from on-site documentation. And for the secondary data, it include academic journals on thesis on tourism. And, and the second is official government publications. And this third is previous studies and literature on travel guidebook design. So the special consideration of my product is digital tools. I will use Canva and Adobe Photoshop for layout or photo editing, maps, icons, and infographics that we need to in the travel guidebook. And the second is photographs. The photographs that will make to high quality, will well composed and feel best, and minimal editing to maintain authenticity. And for the accuracy and cultural sensitivity, the content check for correct info and respectful representation of local culture, and clarity and accessibility, that simple, clear language for local and international readers to make people more easy to read my travel guidebook. For the timetable, as you can see, the timeline show project activities by months and weeks, and from week one to from 1 month to month one to month four, and the green bars is a duration of each activity, and the red bars it is a key deadlines or submissions, seminars or exams. So this is my sample of product. As you can see, I use a blue theme in my product because it can be increase readability, and I will mix written and picture in my guidebook to make people more comfort and more engaged to my product. So the budget for my product is around 1,291,000, and that's all from me. And now is Q&A section, sir.
Right.
Thank
Thank
you.
you very much, Razi Rido, for the presentation seminar. Now we would like to invite the first reviewer, Ibu Sri Dewianti, MED, to give some feedback. Okay, Pak Yazid, thank you very much. Hello, good morning, Razi Rido. How are you today? Can you show us the...
Good morning.
Yeah, show us the first slide on the title.
All right. Good.
You're going to make a product, yeah? Yeah, congratulations
Yes.
that you already did the seminar. And also the making of travel guidebook, yeah, to Sorten Garut, entitled Majestic of Sorten Garut. Yeah, it's bit what do you call awkward, yeah, with the title, the Majestic Star of Garut. What does it mean? How do you interpreting the Majestic Sorten of Garut?
Okay, why I choose Majestic of Sultan Garut? Because I analyze, I see the Sultan Garut have strong potential natural tourism. The people call like Sultan Garut like Bali in Jawa Barat. That I choose the Majestic, the word of Majestic in my title project, sir.
Yeah, majestic is a noun or adjective, and what does it mean?
Majestic in this is adjective because that word is explain about the beautiful or the potential of Sultan Garut.
Yeah, it should be the majesty of Sorten Garut, yeah, or the majestic Sorten Garut we thought of. Because when you say the majestics of, it means Indonesian version and in English is bit different. So that's bit grammatically, yeah. But you say the majesty of Sorten Garut as the noun, or the majestic Sorten Garut, yeah, that will be correct one, yeah. Okay, now let's turn to the that's a bit critically, yeah. Now my first questions: how does this guidebook will make it different linguistically from promotional brochure or tourism website?
Okay, to make this product different from them is this product will include uh, guide to guide people to Sultan Garut in the step by step, and uh, I make this product make more informative uh, than a previous project, and yeah, I think that's
Yeah, in your product samples, yeah, and in the outline, you mentioned that there are 5 destination, right? They're going to uh, inform, yeah, to guidebook. So, what are the academic criteria did you use to select those 5 destinations included in your guidebook?
For the academic criteria, I use
What are those 5 places that you're going to describe in your product?
yeah, I will describe 5 places in this product, and also I will make a guide to reach those of place.
Yeah, what's your consideration? Why you choose those 5, not any other places?
Why I choose 5 the place, because the is uh, still hidden gem in Southern Garut. Like Puncak Gua is not famous, not more famous than Pantai Santolo Beach. That I focus to hidden gem in Southern Garut. So the 5 place in my product is the 5 of hidden gem in Southern Garut, sir.
Yeah, can you naming them? Those 5 are
The 5 are is Puncak Gua Beach, Sayang Helang Beach, Sanghyang Taraje Waterfall, Darajat Pass, and also Mount Chikurai.
so all the located in southern of Garut, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
of
from
course.
your justification from BPS, yeah. So what's they are still underrated, yeah, to visit it, but we have you said is equal like Bali, for example. So in your angle, so here it's more promotional, yeah, promotional of the beauty of the majesty of Southern Garut. Okay, now let's move on to the next questions. How do you make sure that this consistency of tone, yeah, because you refers to two-fold theory, the tone between the descriptive and informative section, because it's the guidebook, not informational book. How you make sure the consistency of the tone, descriptive and informative sections, not overlapping the informational content.
Okay, how can I stay to mempertahankan to stay in
The tone, do you know tone?
guidebook in the tone? Yeah, yeah. For
Descriptive,
the uh, tone is will be uh, like in one section. I will describe the place a little bit, but I will make more guidance to this place. More more than description of these places.
yeah, okay. And who are the targeted readers, the audience?
The target of this product is, as I mentioned before, is like backpacker or traveler, both domestic or international tourists.
So the product will be bilingual.
Not It's only in the English language.
Yeah, perhaps the international backpacker or international readers, yeah.
Okay.
Not the local, but local you may use a bilingual because it's international global. So do you think the English is the suitable one? Yeah. Then next questions. In what way does this project demonstrate English for tourism competence, not merely on translations? Because
Pardon me, sir.
interview, right?
Yeah.
Observation interview to the staff, to the visitors to come to Soren Garut. Do you use the Bahasa Indonesia or English during the interview, and how you translate it? Because your product is useful English.
Okay. For the interview to local authorities or tourists, I will use Indonesian language, and uh, the interview will conducted in Indonesian because the local staff and most visitors are are more comfortable expressing their experience in the Bahasa Indonesia, and this helped me to obtain clear and detailed and accurate data. So after that, I will transcribe this interview to into English, and the translation process I use communicative translations, focusing on meaning and clarity rather than word for word translation, sir.
Yeah, you not do not use the word by word, yeah, but look at the communications, yeah, the cultural or even the modulations. Yeah, you can adjust it according to the targeted source to target language. So how many questions will you be interview?
So the question for both local authorities and tourists is will be conduct in the 13 uh, question.
13, yeah, not 30, yeah, 13 question. Both of them.
13 question.
For the 13 for the question for visitors and 13 for local authorities.
Of course. Yes.
All right, the next question, maybe the last. How do you validate the accuracy of the travel cost estimations and practical information? Because you mentioned 3 to 4 days, yeah. So arrange the budget. So because if you travel to others country, there are different model. This is the backpacker model, or you are suitcase model. So from the low cost, medium to the high cost. So your perspective in guidebook in the eye or the perspective of low cost budget for backpacker, or is it suitcase expensive travels?
Okay. Uh, my guidebook is written from the perspective of uh, low cost and budget travelers, especially backpackers, not luxury or expensive suitcase travelers. And the content focus on affordable uh, trans- affordable transportation, budget accommodation, local food, and low cost activities. I also include estimate budget, travel tips, and itinerary planning to help travelers manage their experience expenses efficiently.
Yeah, okay, that's all. Thank you. That's from me. Now I'll give it to Pak Yazid. Yeah. All right. Thank you very so much, Bu Sri Dewianti, for giving question and feedback. Now let's turn to the second reviewers. I would like to invite Mr. Muhammad Nur Ashidik to give some questions. Time is yours, Pak Ashidik. Okay, Pak Yazid, thanks a lot. Okay. Good morning, Razi Ridho. How are you?
Good morning, sir. I'm fine.
Okay, congratulations, yeah. You finally completed your seminar. Also, you good proposals. I agree with Ibu Dewi. She's mentioned a lot of feedback to you and also the questions. So my first question to you, what theoretical concept of traveling writing underpins your narrative structures? Can you naming the theory and the way how the structure of the content?
Okay. Uh, the core concept of travel writing that under of my narrative structure is travel writing as a form of travel text that combines experience and information. And the main theory that support this is a Pillpot perspective on travel writing. And people explain that travel texts are not only descriptive, but also shape how readers understand, imagine, and plan a destination. Even though Pillpot does not specifically mention guidebooks, a travel guidebook can be categorized as a form of travel text, sir.
Yeah, can you show us the previous study from the 5 previous study? What is make it different? There is a gap with yours. So we can see that this is the travel writing. Can you show us the previous slides? Theoretically, yeah, from the previous study. So what make it different? Yeah, that's literature review.
Okay, most of previous studies focus on designing or compiling a travel guidebook as tourism information media. And then, however, there are several key differences between the study and my project. The first is uh, my project focus on budget-friendly and backpacker travel, while most previous studies do not emphasize budget estimation or low-cost travel planning. And the second is my guidebook use an itinerary-based narrative structure, uh, and the previous studies mostly present destination separately, not as a connected travel journey. And the third reason is my project is based on direct field observation, interview, and real travel experience. And the information is adapted into practical guidance such as access, cost, safety notes, and travel tips.
Yeah, so it's more practical, yeah, in the real life experience that you visited to Southern Garut. Okay, next questions pop up in my mind is talk about is it guided were evaluated on the academic text or what would be strongest contributions?
Excuse me, sir?
If the guidebook were evaluated based on academic text or would it be strongest contributions from the product? Are you going to use the semi-formal language, right? Or is it casual?
I use casual language.
The reason is why?
The reason is because I make this product more interest for backpackers or travelers to read my book, and I think the casual language make reader is more comfort to read and uh, more tertarik me- untuk melakukan uh, traveling menggunakan my guide, use my guide.
So do you consider that the visitors, yeah, local visitors will be interested and enthusiastic, yeah, to participate it because it's
Yeah.
casual way, yeah, and that's not too formal. Okay, the last question, because you're going to make product is a guidebook, yeah, so printed guidebook, right?
Yeah.
Do you think why not using digital product instead of a printed guidebook?
Why I choose printing guidebook? Because uh, uh, the first printed guidebook is practical and reliable during travel, especially in natural destination and in Southern Garut, where internet connection is not good and limited access. And the second is printed guidebook allows readers to access information quickly without relying on devices. Yeah, I think that's my reason, sir.
Yeah, okay, thank you very much. I give it back to Pak Yasik. Yeah. Okay, thank you so much, Bu Sriyanti and also Pak Nursidi for giving valuable feedback. Okay, Razi Ridho, have you taken notes all the question from the reviewers? Yeah, now it's time for us to close. Would you please close your presentation and then leave the room because we have some discussion.
Okay, again, and thank you for your attention, and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.